Morning folks, Phil here from Telford Koi Pond on this glorious sunny Sunday morning. The next phase of the saga. So I had made arrangements. If you watched my last video, sorry, you'll know that my EZ pond was leaking like a sieve from the where the bottom drain was during the bottom of the tank, and you'll know that I was going to contact the people where I got it from. So that was West Midlands Koi, to let them know and see what they can do to try and sort it out. Fair play to Lee at West Midlands Koi. He said straight away, he said, I'll come out to you, I'll sort it, don't worry about it. And we made arrangements for him to come round on Tuesday. So, but then out of the blue last night I got contacted from by Allan from EZ500i. He contacted direct and basically said, if you're available tomorrow, Phil, I can be at yours from 9 o'clock in the morning and I'll sort your bottom drain out. So, you know, when everything goes well, there's a lot of good companies out there. My sort of measure of a company is when things don't go well. So I'm not counting my chickens at the moment, but that call was extremely unexpected. And you know, it just shows what great customer services EZ500i actually give. So I'm not going to jump the gun too much, as I say. So we're waiting for Allan to arrive now. Should be in the next 15-20 minutes, and then we'll see whether he fixes it or not. So just turn you around. That is the offending article, as it were. As I say, I'm pleased to bits with the actual unit. I was so demoralised yesterday when it started leaking. So got a bit of moral support today. So there's a strange bloke standing over by my pond. Give us a wave, Craig. So Craig's popped round, a bit of moral support, and just you know, we want to see how he fixes it basically. So I'm hoping it can get done without having to actually move the tank, because obviously if the tank's got to be moved, then all my plumbing that's now glued and locked into place needs to be taken off. So it's not the end of the world. It's only literally just take the top collar off there and take the bottom collar off the bore valve there, because there's nothing actually in the pond at the minute. But yeah, so I'll shoot back to you either when Allan's here, or if Allan doesn't particularly want to be filmed, then I'll shoot back to you afterwards and let you know how we got on. Right folks, for those of you that don't know, that man beavering away inside my EZ pond is Allan from EZ500i. He's had a good look at the setup and everything, and in fairness it was a bit of a struggle to find where it could have possibly leaked from. And I mean, you can see how hard he's having to work now to separate the mastic from the bottom drain. But anyway, I think we've found where it might have been leaking from, and he's going to put it right basically. So I'm not going to film this all, it's not fair on Allan, but you know, just again, as I said earlier, when things are going right, there's a lot of good companies out there, but when things do occasionally go wrong, because we are all human at the end of the day, it's how quickly they're fixed. And I cannot say how chuffed I was to get a message from Allan yesterday, and as his man of his word, 9 o'clock this morning, bang 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 on the door, and here he is working away. So catch you later.
He also said that if he'd have known yesterday, he would have come over yesterday. That's how good their support is.
Yeah, very true. So because I had the pond from Lee at West Midlands Koi, obviously the first place I'm going to go back to is West Midlands Koi. And you know, Lee did say he was going to come out Tuesday, so that was fine. But as soon as Allan found out about it, he jumped on it straight away. So that is where we are today, and I'll catch you in a bit. So just very quickly to explain what's happened, Allan's completely detached the bottom drain, took all the screws out and dropped it down onto the floor underneath. Took masses of time cleaning it up, make sure it was all spotless, cleaned all the old silicone off and everything, and he's just in the process of putting brand new silicone on. That's one hell of a silicone bead before jointing it up again. So proper job. So I suppose this is the end update. Allan was with us for about an hour and a half, something like that. and as I said earlier, he completely took off the bottom drain from inside the tank, which was amazing. He dropped it down, there's about 2 inches of clearance under it, took all the screws out, separated all the mastic, dropped it down, cleaned all the old mastic off the underside of the pond and the bottom drain. Sorry, lost my train of thought then. Cleaned it all and re-siliconed it and tightened it up again, and honest to God, when he saw it tighten up and all the mastic come oozing out, you know, I can't believe there's any way now that can leak. The proof of the pudding will obviously be when we fill it up, but he's made such a good job of that. I am so confident. And even on the underside, you know, you're not going to see much, but we'll have a look on the underside. That's my old bones. I haven't cleaned the bits and pieces up yet, but it's such a neat job. I don't know whether I can get me arm under there, lying on the floor, but it's such a neat job how he's finished it all off, and you know, I'm just so chuffed with it. Basically, I really am. Oi. Oh, sorry about that. Takes us old people a long time to get up off the floor. Yeah, I mean, the thing I would just like to say is that you know, I went with an Easy Pond because of their reputation for excellence, basically, and I heard, well, I didn't hear any bad stories about things going wrong and things not working as they should. You know, we are all human at the end of the day. Sometimes things happen, and fair play to Easy Pond. Again, it might not have been anything they did at the factory. It could have well have been knocked while it was being brought over, or, you know, something. You just don't know. But the customer services I've had from Easy Pond and the conversation I've had with Allan, I am just so pleased. I might have overreacted a tiny bit when it all went wrong the other day, but I was just so disappointed. You know, if my pipe work had have leaked, then that's sort of what you expect, and I just get on with it and get it fixed. But I didn't expect the Easy Pond itself to leak. But brilliant customer service. Come out, you know, Sunday morning, hour and a half. Completely redid the bottom drain again. I have absolute confidence in them, and yeah, I still think it's an absolutely amazing bit of kit. Now, I am letting the glue go off for more than 24 hours, so it's you know, it's done sort of 10 o'clock this morning, and I'm not going to even start filling it up until tomorrow tea time. That will be the final proof of the pudding, as it were. So keep your fingers crossed for me, folks, and we'll catch back up with you tomorrow, and I'll show you how we get on. Well, folks, it's Monday tea time, so it's been more than 24 hours since Allan came round to refit the bottom drain, and as you can see, I'm starting to fill it up again. So I'm not expecting any dramas this time, fingers crossed, but obviously I'm going to keep inspecting it as the water starts to fill. It's not even at the bottom of the glass yet, but yeah, just going to keep a really close eye on it, and I'll give you progress reports as we proceed. Something slightly different for a change. The fish feed has just gone off and the fish have just gone berserk. Water quality is absolutely shocking at the minute because I've had 2 treatments for flukes, the dreaded flukes. Yes, I have suffered this year, and the UV's been off for about 4 weeks, to be honest with you, so not very good, but lots more air on, obviously, because of the treatment. Anyway, let's go over to the main act. So not much really happened at the moment, and I say that as a positive thing. Water's about 1 inch above the bottom of the window, and as you can see, I put some tissue on the bottom just to make it easy for myself to see if there's any drips or anything, but we're all still dry at the minute, which to be honest, I don't really expect to see anything, if anything is going to happen, until we go up full height. So come back to you in a bit. Well, latest update, folks, is the water is at the same height as the supports on the side, as you can see, so just under halfway up the glass. Filling nicely, albeit slowly. I didn't realise our water pressure was so bad. Apologies for the bird that's going absolutely mad in the tree, but the good news is it's still drip free. So still keeping my fingers crossed. Come back in another hour and see where we are. Happy days. Well, ladies and gentle people, that's where we are. And where we are is about a centimetre over the line it was at last time when it started to leak. So the good news is, ow, that hurt, that was my knee. The good news is there's no wet on the underside of anywhere at all. I've thoroughly checked that, so looking good at the moment. Yep, it's all looking really good at the moment, so fingers crossed. I'm just going to let it fill up to a couple of inches below the lip. Then I'm going to leave it there overnight and see what it shows us in the morning. Well, it's starting to go dark here. The camera's probably still showing it a bit lighter than it is, but been putting the water through a meter just so I know exactly what it is, even though I know it holds 500 gallons, but I want to do it with the filters and everything when it's finally full. It's got another I don't know, 2 inches perhaps to go, so I'm going to call it a night with the filming, and I'm going to leave the I'm going to still let it fill up and just turn it off before I go to bed, just to make sure it's absolutely full. But the good news is it's still absolutely bone dry under here, so really pleased with that. Allan did an absolutely cracking job of resealing that, dropping it off and resealing the bottom drain. I'm really chuffed with it. So fingers crossed everything's still the same in the morning. I'll do a quick catch up in the morning, and then I can start opening valves and stuff, which is the exciting stuff, because I might even start turning things on. So I'll catch you on the next update. Right, morning folks, it's now Tuesday morning, so it's the morning after the night before. Looking at the levels on the top of the pond, they look to be pretty blooming good. As in, haven't lost any water, sorry. So let's have a look underneath, and you're seeing this live with me because I haven't looked yet. One of my bits of tissue paper have been blown away by the wind, but that doesn't matter. Oops, if I did. Oh, my paper's dry as anything, isn't it? That doesn't appear to be. Oops, I don't know if you're getting this. Doesn't appear to be any leaks or drips or anything. So fingers crossed, Allan has managed to resolve the problem first time very quickly, very simply. So I think that's really good. I'm not going to do anything with it now because obviously I've got work today, but I will, presuming that's still the same when I come home tonight, which I've got no reason to think it won't be, then I'll start commissioning all my things. As you can see, I've got the valves turned off at the minute. So the valves turned off there where the water would come in through the inlet, and the valves turned off at the pump. So EZ500's full, and this isn't its final level. But I've been told setup is with the water about 1 inch below the top of that, so it's looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So I'll snap back to you when I've got something a little bit more exciting to show you.